everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite Etsy integrations. And if you guys aren't familiar, in your shop manager tab, you guys have an integration tab on the left that you can go into and actually see all of your integrations. And these are actually websites and companies that can integrate into your Etsy shop and basically pull your data, and you can use them to your advantage with whatever you need help with. And I'm going to break down some of my favorites in here so you guys can check them out and possibly use them in your Etsy business. What makes this super helpful is the fact that this is broken out into sections. So marketing and promotions, listing improvement, managing and bookkeeping, and then inventory and analytics. So I don't use all of these, and you can go through and click into these and see which ones you may or may not want to use. I'm just going to go through the ones that I've actually used currently and in the past and talk about the benefits of those. I'm not going to talk about any that I haven't used because that wouldn't be right to do because I have no idea because I haven't used them. All right, so if you do, keep in mind, you can see all, and there'll be a couple more that pop in here. This one for marketing and promotion, the only one that I've used is Aweber. This one's really cool because Aweber is an email CRM, so you can manage your email list. It integrates with Etsy, so when someone buys, you can set it up to ask them if they want to be opted into your newsletter. Also, you can create landing pages and use those to ask people to opt into the landing page for usually a free discount, coupon code off a percentage off their order. And once they sign up, it'll be sent to their email. They come back to your Etsy shop and then they purchase from you. But then you have your email and you can market to them outside of Etsy, because you cannot market to people inside of Etsy. You can't go back and look at your customers and send them random messages. Etsy prohibits that. That'll get you in trouble. You can only reach out to customers or people that are interested that have opted into your email list through a company such as Aweber. So really, really good website. You can do anything in Aweber that most CRMs can do. Set up landing pages, create multiple lists, do automations, all that good stuff. But that is a good company. It's what's nice about Aweber is that it is free until you get to 500 subscribers. So that's really nice because you can play around with it, use the tools, and get familiar with it and figure out if you like it or dislike it before you ever have to pay for it. So that's really cool. And I'll include a link to that to Aweber at the bottom of this video as well, so you can click right into it and check it out. The other ones I use and like are this was buyer analytics. This is mainly SEO tools that these are down here. So eRank is pretty good. There's a lot of SEO tools where you can look up keywords, popular keywords, and get keyword ideas for your titles and your tags. And they have actually a ton of tools. So eRank's pretty good. I've used Marmalade. I don't think that they're as good. They are a little bit simpler to use than eRank, and they have less features. So if you get overwhelmed easily, maybe Marmalade's a little bit better. I just don't think their keyword tools are as robust as eRank. But my number one favorite tool I always talk about is Alora. They are similar to eRank. Their keyword tools are amazing. They also have other tools, follow-up reminder tools to help you get more Etsy reviews. They have different analytics tools for keywords to show you the top listings. You can also see the top shops, look at what the top shops are doing as well. They have listing optimization tools or shop optimization tools, so you can go into your own shop and they offer suggestions based on what the handbook recommends. There's a lot of really good tools. It's super streamlined, easy to use, very actionable. And is not really confusing at all. The other thing, they have a Chrome extension, so you can use the tool right inside of Etsy. So if you go to Etsy, type a keyword in the search bar, you can use the Alora tool to analyze those listings that show up, give you stats on them. You know, it shows you how many sales they have, how many favorites, how many views they have. or you can use the Chrome extension and go to specific shops and analyze them, or go to specific listings, click into them and analyze them as well. So very easy to use. The Chrome extension is a great way and a quick way to do some of the same analytics that you can within the desktop version as well. I would definitely check it out. They have a free version that is pretty well, it's free, but then they have other versions that the paid versions are pretty inexpensive. So definitely a great tool if you're looking to grow your Etsy business. I would highly recommend investing in that. QuickBooks Self-Employed, this is a must-have in order to claim stuff correctly on your taxes. It integrates directly with Etsy. It pulls in all the fees, all the sales, all that stuff inside of QuickBooks, helps you organize it. And then if you use TurboTax, you can send it over to TurboTax with literally a couple of clicks, and it just makes your life a lot easier. You don't have to download anything. You don't have to keep manual track of your sales and your fees and all that stuff through Etsy. It does it all for you. If you don't use TurboTax, you can literally just use QuickBooks Self-Employed, transport it over there, and then download it and give it to your CPA or your tax guy. What's also nice about QuickBooks is you can link your bank accounts and your credit cards, and it pulls in all those transactions as well. You can set up filters to be able to automatically organize personal transactions from business transactions. You can go through and within a couple of clicks, easily look at your transactions and click personal or business, and it automatically arranges them and tallies everything up for you. It's just a really easy tool. It saves me literally hours. I used to do it manually years ago, but ever since I've got QuickBooks Self-Employed, it has saved me hours and hours and hours on having to manually do that stuff. So it just makes sense. If you're selling anything, you're making any sales on Etsy, you should be claiming that stuff. I know people used to wait until they would get a 1099, but technically speaking, I mean, I'm not a tax expert, but technically speaking, the government wants you to claim any money that you've made by selling something. So this is a great way to do that, even if you don't fall into that threshold, which this year, just so you know, the threshold is $600. If you make over $600, you're going to get a 1099, and you're going to absolutely have to claim that. So QuickBooks, again, will help you get those write-offs, so you can write off your fees and you can import your expenses through your credit card statements and all that good stuff, so you can get the biggest bang for your buck. Lastly, Vela I've used in the past. This is it says free, but it's no longer free. The minimum plan is $5 a month. It helps you bulk edit your listings. You can remove backgrounds, and there's other features on there. Now I moved away from that because you can really do all those bulk edits within Etsy Listing Editor now. They've added that feature. And then I use Canva to remove backgrounds. And you can do a whole bunch of other editing stuff in Canva. But Vela's pretty cool too. You may want to check it out. It may be helpful to you. Crafty Base I haven't used, but if you have a bunch of supplies that goes into making your stuff, this helps you manage your inventory. So that may be useful for you. If you have, say you make something and you have 20 different supplies and you want to help keep track of what you have to reorder, so you're not manually doing that, this may be helpful. While I haven't used it, it looks like a pretty robust tool to use. And then Square is good. I have used Square. This helps you take on-site payments. It's basically a payment provider. If you want to use the Square app to take people's payments, if you're doing like a craft fair and different things like that, it makes it a little bit easier. There is a small fee for payments. I'm not sure what it is, but you can link it with your bank accounts and then accept payments, and then transfer that money out. I do think there is an app where you can accept payments. I think you can even order the payment processor the card reader, whatever it's called, the card reader thing that takes your payments from your credit cards for Square. I think you can still order that for free, but you guys can check that out. I haven't used it in that fashion in a while, but I have used it to collect payments. So that's it, guys. Those are the main integrations, and keep tabs on this because these are changing. People, Etsy does update these. These are approved integrations through Etsy. So Etsy has signed off on these companies to integrate with your shop, so they're safe. They can integrate with your shop, and you can use them without having to worry. And it'll just save you a lot of time, make you more efficient. So go through these. Think about which ones are best for your business, depending on where you're at in your journey. But like I said, this stuff is really, really valuable, and they're great investments in your business if you're looking to just save you time, make you more efficient, and ultimately make you more money down the road. I'll include the links below to some of these so you can check them out. But you can also go to the integrations tab in order to check them out as well. I'll be back soon with another great video for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.